Something was offered to him once. It looked exactly like God's blessing. Most men alive would have taken it. Most believers would have called it favor. He had already lost so much. He had every reason to say yes. Nobody watching would have blamed him, but something deep inside him said no. That one decision changed the world. Most Christians would have failed this test, and if we are honest, so would most of us. His name has echoed through centuries, but we rush past his real test. We celebrate the coat and the dreams. We skip the part that truly proved him. Because this part matters deeply. His story began inside his father's house, a house full of warmth and belonging. He was loved above all his brothers. His father looked at him differently, the way a father looks at a son and sees something no one else sees. He was given a coat, not just any coat, a coat that says you are chosen, a coat that said, I see you. But that coat made his brothers burn. Jealousy does not stay quiet long. Jealousy watches, waits, and grows. One day they made their move. They stripped the coat from his back. They threw him into an empty pit. And then they sat down to eat, while their brother screamed below their feet. Think about that for one moment. They sold him for 20 silver pieces, 20 pieces for their own flesh and blood. Egypt swallowed him completely and quietly. A slave now, not a son. Everything he had ever known was gone. No family, no name, no home. No father's voice to calm his fear, just silence and cold foreign ground. He was a teenager in a strange land, far from everything that ever felt safe. Imagine that weight on young shoulders. But God had not forgotten Joseph. A powerful captain named Potiphar bought him. And Joseph's next chapter was quietly beginning. Joseph served with everything inside him, not because life has been fair to him, but because his character was his foundation. The Lord blessed everything Joseph touched. Potiphar noticed something different about him, something he could not quite explain. He gave Joseph charge over everything. Joseph was faithful in every single detail. His character always spoke louder than words. He was rising, slowly, quietly, faithfully. Then something dangerous entered the picture. Potiphar's wife began watching Joseph closely. She was not subtle about it. She wanted him and made it clear. She had power, beauty, and access. She could open doors or destroy him. Stop for a moment and feel this. Joseph was enslaved through no fault. He had been betrayed by his own family. He had served faithfully and received nothing back. He was young, alone, and invisible to the world. And now the most powerful woman nearby wanted him. Think about what that felt like, not just as a temptation, but as a human being starved of belonging, starved of being seen, starved of warmth. She leaned close and said the words, "Come and lie with me." He could have reasoned it away so easily. He could have said, "God understands my pain." He could have called it compensation for his suffering. He could have called it a blessing in disguise. He could have told himself, "No one will know." Most believers would have stayed completely quiet. Most would have opened their prayer journals that night. They would have written, "God is finally moving for me." But Joseph did not reason it out. He did not open negotiations with temptation. He asked one sharp and honest question: how can I sin against God? Not what if I get caught? Not what if Potiphar finds out about this? Not what will people say tomorrow? His very first thought was God. That is maturity. That is the thing the church rarely teaches. She never stopped after that first day. She came back again and again and again. Day after day, the same voice. Day after day, the same offer. This is important. Do not miss this. Temptation never knocks only one time. It is patient. It learns your schedule and your weaknesses. It comes when you feel tired and unseen. It strikes when hope feels completely distant. And still Joseph refused her every single time. Then one day, she grabbed his coat. She pulled him hard with both hands. These were no longer words or whispers. This was now a physical confrontation, a moment with no clean exits. Joseph made a decision in that second. His coat stayed inside her grip. He ran out of that house. He did not stop to explain himself. He did not wait to defend his name. He left everything behind and fled. Now here is the consequence nobody talks about. Purity cost him something painfully real. She screamed the moment he left her. She held that coat up as evidence. She lied with cold and poisoned words. She told every servant he attacked her. She told Potiphar the exact same story, and Potiphar believed his wife over Joseph. Joseph was thrown into prison that same day. No trial, no defense, no hearing. He did everything right and still lost. Prison walls closed tightly around the innocent man. He had done absolutely nothing wrong. He chose God, and it cost him everything. The church does not always tell you this. Sometimes obedience leads directly into the dark. Sometimes doing right looks exactly like losing. But the Lord was with Joseph, not delivered, not rescued, just with him, inside the dark, inside the silence, inside the waiting. 2 full years passed without a sign. In this moment, most of us would have given up. 2 years of trusting without seeing anything. Then Pharaoh had a dream nobody understood. A cupbearer suddenly remembered a name, Joseph. He was pulled directly from that prison. He stood before the most powerful man alive. One conversation, one interpretation. Pharaoh made him second ruler over Egypt. The coat became a royal robe. The pit became a palace floor. The prison became his throne room. He won his throne by running away. That one refusal protected everything that followed. Now sit quietly with one honest question. What are you holding that looks like favor? What feels like God moving, but requires you to compromise something? His throne was waiting past his test. Yours might be waiting past yours. If this story moves something inside you, like this video before you leave. Share it with one person today, not tomorrow. Today. Someone in your life is being tested right now. They need this story more than you know. And if you want more stories like this, subscribe. Joseph never stopped being faithful in the dark. Neither should you.